Hey guys, happy Saturday evening. I'm enjoying some late night bullet here. I do knight f3 against this move. This is a variation of the English I picked up from reading this book by Michal Marin, Romanian Grandmaster. I don't remember too much about the theory in this line, so we'll see how this works. As it stands, I think my position's fine. Wants to trade
Check.
queens. Alright, I like this. Oh, this is a 5-minute game. I was under the impression this is a 3-minute game for a second, but 5 minutes, we got some time here. Okay, what can I do against that move? Bishop f5. I noticed knight c5 probably wins a pawn if I play it. b7, e4 are undefended. Knight b5 also is tempting, just to try to get into d6. If I go bishop g5, he plays knight bd7. Knight b5 or knight c5? I'm going to go knight c5. Just looks more direct. And he immediately pitches the pawn. Alright, I'll take this guy. I don't want that b7 pawn. I think that pawn is much weaker, especially with my bishop on g2. He probably, I don't know what he should do. He might have a hard time losing that second pawn. Take this way. Bishop e7. Yeah, that's what he should do here, probably.
Check.
Okay.
Check.
So we're going to get a few exchanges. Put the knight on c5. Alright, well, we got a pawn up endgame. And pawns on both sides of the board. Distinct pawn clusters here. That should favor me with the bishop. I'm going to go rook hc1 and get ready to play b4. I think I can do that.
Check.
Let's go here. Stay off the back rank. I'm just purely trying to win another pawn. Take on b7 next move. Oh, okay, but he guards the c7 square, so if I take, he plays rook b8. That's smart. Well, I could simplify. Yeah, 96 was a good defensive move. Let's not simplify yet. I'm just going to play a space gaining move, because I want to see what he does. I think he'll play b6. Yeah, he's not going to give me another chance to take it. I just want to see how he plays it. I'm not going to release the tension prematurely here. Like a3 is useful, defends the b4 pawn. And he's probably doing the right thing. I think this bishop belongs on this diagonal now. Maybe I should go bishop b7. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Okay, if he plays f5, I'll play bishop b7. This move didn't do much. Alright, well, you guys get to see my endgame technique. See if I can pull this endgame off. I'm just curious who this player is, so I'm going to look at his finger notes. It does not say. Yeah, now we'll go... if I play bishop here, he has b5. This guy's tricky. It's very tricky. Yeah, I don't want to mess with that. Ugh. All right, I'm going to go back to f3 and hope I haven't harmed anything. Now maybe this move. Can play king e5. Try to go for f4. Back his king off.
Check.
He could play f4 himself, yeah.
Check.
Now I gotta go here. I dislike that I might have to go into a rook endgame. Although, if he plays knight d5, I can take, he'll take rook c7. And he's got 2 pawns under attack. What to do on the next move? So now he's threatening king f5. Huh. Let's do that. If knight d5, I think I'll play king d3. Or will I? I might just take on d5. Because I saw a trick. If knight d5, bishop takes d5, king takes d5, king d3, rook takes e2. I can go rook d4 check, king e5, f4 check. Then he has to move his king somewhere, and I can take his rook on e2. Seems to check out. This is a weird position. Both kings opposing each other on the e-file. This is a good example of the difference between 5-minute and 3-minute, this type of position. All right, let's just give him a check so I don't have to worry about
Check.
anything too bad. It's like my sound is lagging. That's weird. Uh-oh, am I lagging? Okay, his time wasn't running for a second. I panicked there. Let's do this. Well, I like my position, folks. Let's do that.
Check.
I'm going to this endgame. I have rook d7 next, regardless of how he captures. Okay, this should be winning. Yeah, let's just take here. He's going to go rook e4. Let's do that.
Check.
Okay. Maybe shouldn't have tried to advance that pawn, but that's okay. Yeah, these connectors are too much. Too much for black to deal with. Just got to get my rook behind. Yeah, let's just advance this. I think he ran out of time. Yep. Okay. Let's scroll through this. Like I said, I wasn't too familiar with the theory here, but I'm pretty sure he's not supposed to play bishop c5. Or at the very least, after bishop c5, knight b3, probably bishop b4 check is called for. Here I thought he'd take with the knight instead of the pawn.
Check.
This endgame, white's just got, Yeah, great piece play. He's overextended. So then he had to shut a pawn here.
Check. Check.
And I think I made some mistakes with my technique. This was not like perfectly played by me by any means.
Check.
I missed the whole knight e6 idea. That was good. So like his idea is like if I take here, he can go rook b8 and then recover this pawn. So that was a good resource by him. And I tried to get cute and play these space gaining moves, which is a good thing to do often in technical endgames where you have an advantage, but you're not sure how to prosecute it. So just play space gaining moves on general grounds. It's often a good thing to do. Yeah, and bishop e4 was not a constructive move. I don't know. I had it in my head I was going to go to d3, but then I realized maybe b7 is better. But when he played f5 and I went here, I realized, oh no, if I do this, maybe he plans on playing b5 and going rook b6. So a couple changes of direction for me. Again, I'm not super happy about how I played that.
Check.
And this looked good on the face of it, f4, but perhaps his king is just too exposed. Yeah, this is not fun for him. Rook and bishop in an open board. Yeah, I mean, I think after he plays f4, it's probably technically winning for white. Although, I shouldn't just say that flippantly. Like, it's probably a technical win for white the whole way through. I just, maybe f4 loosens him up.
Check. Check.
Enough that it makes it easier for me.
Check.
Yeah, I'm just checking the computer eval to see if there's anywhere he could have deviated here. What if there's a cleaner way for me to win? Computer likes just taking the pawn.
Check.
Yeah, going after these guys. Yeah, and he ran out of time. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this game. Talk to you guys later.